He was a man who moved among presidents, princes, and billionaires, a shadowy financier with a private island, a fleet of jets, and a secret so dark it would unravel an empire. Jeffrey Epstein wasn't just rich, he was untouchable until he wasn't. From the streets of Brooklyn to the heights of power, Epstein built a web of wealth, influence, and unthinkable crimes. But who was this man? How did he get away with it for so long? And did his secrets die with him? Or are they still out there? Buckle up for a wild ride into the twisted world of Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Edward Epstein was born on January 20th, 1953, in Brooklyn, New York, in the working-class neighborhood of Coney Island. Raised in a modest Jewish family, his father was a groundskeeper and his mother a school aide. Epstein was a bright kid, skipping 2 grades and attending Lafayette High School. He showed early talent in math, but never finished college, dropping out of NYU and Cooper Union. Despite no degree, Epstein's charm and intellect landed him a job teaching math and physics at the prestigious Dalton School in Manhattan in 1974. His student's father, a partner at Bear Stearns, hired him as a junior trader. This was Epstein's first step into the world of high finance. By the 1980s, Epstein was climbing the ladder at Bear Stearns, mastering the art of financial deals. He left in 1981 to start his own consulting firm, Intercontinental Assets Group, working with wealthy clients. In 1988, he founded J. Epstein and Company, later Financial Trust Company, managing billions for ultra-rich clients like Les Wexner, the founder of Victoria's Secret. Epstein's wealth exploded, and so did his influence. He owned a Manhattan townhouse, a private island in the U.S. Virgin Islands called Little St. James, a Palm Beach mansion, and a fleet of private jets. He rubbed shoulders with elite figures, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, Prince Andrew, and top scientists like Stephen Hawking. But how did a college dropout amass such power? Epstein cultivated an image as a financial genius, but whispers suggested he was more than a money manager. Some called him a fixer, others a manipulator, leveraging connections and secrets to build his empire. Epstein's world began to crack in 2005 when a 14-year-old girl reported to Palm Beach police that Epstein had molested her at his Florida mansion. The allegations snowballed, revealing a horrific pattern. Epstein and his associates, including Ghislaine Maxwell, allegedly lured dozens of underage girls, some as young as 14, to his homes under the guise of giving massages for money. Here's how it worked. Epstein's recruiters, often young women, would approach vulnerable teens, promising cash or opportunities. Victims were brought to his Palm Beach estate or other properties, where Epstein would sexually abuse them, sometimes paying $200 to $1,000 per encounter. Some girls were coerced into recruiting others, creating a pyramid-like scheme. By 2006, Palm Beach police and the FBI had identified over 30 victims. The evidence was damning. Phone records, victim statements, even trash pulls revealing incriminating notes. Yet Epstein's high-powered legal team, including Alan Dershowitz, Roy Black, and Ken Starr, negotiated a controversial deal. In 2008, instead of facing federal sex trafficking charges, Epstein struck a non-prosecution agreement with U.S. Attorney Alexander Acosta. He pleaded guilty to 2 state charges in Florida, soliciting prostitution and procuring a minor for prostitution. The punishment? Just 18 months in a county jail, with work release allowing him to leave 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. He served only 13 months. The deal was slammed as a sweetheart deal. It shielded Epstein from federal prosecution and kept the full scope of his crimes under wraps. A 2021 Justice Department report called the agreement poor judgment, but found no evidence of corruption. Victims were outraged, feeling justice was denied. Epstein's past caught up in 2019 when federal prosecutors in New York, led by U.S. Attorney Jeffrey S. Berman, charged him with sex trafficking and conspiracy. Arrested in July 6, 2019, Epstein faced allegations involving dozens of minors between 2002 and 2005 across New York and Florida. This time, there was no deal in sight. But on August 10th, before he could face trial, Epstein was found dead in his cell at the Metropolitan Correctional Center. The official ruling, suicide by hanging. A 2023 Justice Department investigation confirmed this, citing prison negligence. Guards failed to check on him, and cameras malfunctioned. His death sparked wild speculation. Epstein's brother Mark and lawyer Alan Dershowitz questioned the suicide, pointing to unusual neck fractures noted by pathologist Michael Baden and lax prison oversight. Some believe he was silenced to protect powerful associates. However, there were found some signs that the CCTV footage was edited and changed.
Missing minute from the night Jeffrey Epstein died.
You can see cursor moving few times, which give a sign that it was a screen record. And also there is a full minute missing. But the FBI said the footage was all raw, while the investigation is still going on. Jeffrey Epstein's story is a chilling reminder of how wealth and power can shield predators. From a Brooklyn kid to a financier with global influence, Epstein's rise and fall exposed a dark side of privilege. His victims, now survivors, continue to seek justice, ensuring his crimes are never forgotten. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more deep dives into America's most shocking crimes. And let us know what you think about the Epstein case in the comments.